All right, we are back. Monday Night Football, folks. Week two of the NFL season, and we got ourselves a pretty good matchup here. Um, what could be two high-flying offenses going up against one another, and I'm going to cover this game, give you my best bet. Now, I do want to kind of rehash on the last two bets I provided everyone. I know those were kind of two, let's be honest, fucking doozies. And that's going to happen, folks. I mean, not every single one of these bets are going to hit. I'm trying to get you the majority of bets. If we can hit on anywhere from 60 to 75% of the bets, then we're doing a good job. And let me tell you, I'm not trying to give you bets that are minus 110, minus 150. You guys can do that on your own. You guys are smart enough to do that. I'm trying to provide insight on bets that are going to be plus 100, plus 150, on the Oregon State plus 220, okay? Outsized gains. So that's what those videos are all about. Not every single video is going to be plus 100, plus, but that's the goal here, folks, is to provide you bets that are going to provide outsized gains so you guys can make some good money. So let's get started with this one. Here we go. All right, so we have the Atlanta Falcons going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles are at home. And when I look at this matchup, what I see here, what becomes most glaring to me is the spread on this matchup. Sure, the Eagles are, you know, a year removed, 2 years removed from a Super Bowl run. But let's not forget last year when they were a complete mess, and really a disgrace of a team down the stretch where, at the beginning of the season, I was all over, and on board with them. And I thought they were going to be, I thought they were going to make another run maybe to the Super Bowl last year. But of course, they had a lot of dysfunction with the coach and Jalen Hurts, and that kind of, soured things towards the latter half of the season. I do think maybe they got that straightened out, but listen, AJ Brown's out tonight, and I think that's definitely going to affect Jalen Hurts. They do have Saquon Barkley, who I definitely am high on coming into this season, but he had 3 touchdowns last week. I don't think he's going to have quite as good of a week. I think the Atlanta defense is a little bit better than Green Bay's defense, and I think that's been shown. Although Green Bay's defense did okay yesterday, but in that first game they got kind of ran all over. Um, and for that matter, the Eagles defense got ran over by the Green Bay Packers offense. So, there is some question marks on the Philadelphia defensive side. Whereas Atlanta on the defensive side, I think they're pretty solid. Um, and really, that's really their strong point. And they brought in, a guy like Kirk Cousins to shore up that offense. After trying out Desmond Ritter for 2 years, that really didn't work out too well. But this Atlanta Falcons offense, if Kirk Cousins can get it going, then they do have some potential, especially with Bijan, uh, in the backfield. He's a threat to break one off at any point, and he is a solid receiver out of the backfield as well. And then they have Kyle Pitts, who's a guy who I really liked out of Florida that I think really could have, um, a career year this year and do what I think a lot of people expected him to do. So looking at this matchup and just looking at, AJ Brown's out, probably, maybe Philadelphia overachieved a little bit last week. Uh, I think my best bet on this one is going to be to take the Atlanta Falcons. Now, this was at +6. It's down to +5.5. So some people have recognized that bet as well and kind of capitalized on that and brought the spread down a little bit. But I still think that at +5.5, you still got a good number that you're putting up. Where I think you know Atlanta's more than capable of either winning this game outright. So I would consider maybe sprinkling a little bit on the money line as well, but definitely being able to cover this game, maybe lose by 3 points, by field goal or something like that. So my best bet for this game, +5.5. And again, I know that isn't a plus 100 bet. What is it, minus 110? So if you wanted to, you could bring that down to +4 and get that plus money. But I think to be on the safe side, +5.5 is a good bet. And, that's what I'm going to roll with tonight myself. So +5.5, and that's my best bet for this game. All right, folks, that's it. And that's all I got for you tonight. As always, if you like what you see, like what you hear, please do hit that subscribe button. I would deeply appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel here. And hit that like button if I'm able to make you some money, of course. If you think I'm wrong, go ahead and fade me. But you hit that notification bell, get notified of when I drop my next video. And actually, I am planning on making some videos tonight for the UEFA Champions League games going on tomorrow. We got our match day one matchups, and a lot of these are pretty juicy matchups. So definitely take a look at that. Champions League was wonderful competition, and I think there's a lot of money to be made there. So check that out. I'll be dropping those tonight. UEFA Champions League match day one videos, and we'll be back with more NFL action coming up next week. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Bye bye.